before we get into today's race details, we just want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Road ID. Your Road ID has your name, your emergency contacts, and your medical information right on your wrist. Get your Road ID and save 20% off at roadid.com/thecooldown.
Welcome to the Cooldown. We are here in Leadville, Colorado, and I have a co-host, Melisa Rollins. Welcome to the Cooldown.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Super excited to have you. For those that haven't watched the live feed, which Lifetime does a great job, this one won the race today. I had a little bit of a tougher day, but I'm super proud I think I finished 7th on the day. And yeah, we're just here to sit down and let you know a little bit of how the day went, a little bit behind the scenes, and yeah, where do you want to start?
Let's start with prep and how yours was quite different than mine.
Yes. So I've always struggled with Leadville. I don't know how much of it's mental. Probably a lot of it is mental. But this year with my coach, my performance team, we wanted to have me go down to spend the 3 weeks at altitude, race SBT, go to 3 weeks to sea level, do some high intensity there, and then come back to altitude. And while I was at sea level, I was doing a lot of heat training to keep up the benefits of altitude training and all the things. Went back up to altitude, felt horrible. And while I was in California, all I see is your Strava, and it's just QOM Immigration, QOM Big Cottonwood, Little Cottonwood on the same day, QOM Pine Canyon. And I'm like, this girl is going so fast. And I was just like,
Were you telling yourself that you're like, she's too fast too early?
Oh, no, never. I did tell Keegan, I was like, do we think Mel is having an addiction to Strava?
Well, I couldn't race. I didn't have any races. So I was like, well, what can I do? Yeah. I'm so competitive.
Well, and then I remember when you got Big Cottonwood, we were texting, because for those that don't know, Melisa and I have known each other since COVID 2020.
Yeah.
We online met each other because in COVID years in Utah, COVID didn't really exist. So our race series would do these time trials, and there was this Wednesday evening time trial. And I just showed up. I was like, I'll just hop on whenever. And I went fast, but not that fast, and then I go check results and let's see how much I won by. And I was like, oh, I got beaten by a lot. I'm like, who is this girl? And I looked you up, and I think I sent you a message that same day. Yeah. And I was like, props to you. I'm like, where do you live? Can we ride together? I think I sent my coach a text. I was like, I found this really fast girl to potentially train with. And then we did a little race the next weekend. And then we actually got to race.
My ass.
Yeah. And that was the end of me kicking your butt at altitude, basically. But yeah, I was even telling you this morning.
Oh yeah, that was at 9,000 feet too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one, Solitude. Okay. I remember telling you this morning at the start line that as I was seeing all your crazy Stravas and looking at my fast times, I clicked on one, and it was this ride that you came to do with me. And it was some 30-30s into threshold into more 30-30s. And your comment of the ride was no wonder she's an Olympian, because you tried to follow the workout.
I could not follow.
And you could not. And I was like, wow, it's crazy 5-6 years later how far you've progressed as an athlete. And just even though you're not having on paper the most solid year on a result sheet, I think.
Because I'm not on any of the results.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you are at such a high level right now, and it's an honor to race with you, and it's just really cool.
Aww.
So that was my approach and a little side quest. What was your approach?
Yeah, well, my approach was I broke my elbow early this year, and I took some time off the bike, and yeah, got cooped up, got re-injured, the mental game was going strong, and by strong I mean not strong. So yeah, when I started riding outside, I was super scared to ride off-road. I rode mostly road. Mm-hmm. And once I got back into fitness, I just went for Strava QOMs because that was the only thing I was comfortable doing. I was so scared to race. Yeah. And back up 1 month, I did my first race outside, which was going to be SVT gravel. And I was crashed out 9 miles in. and I landed on my broken elbow, and I was like, I had this whole moment where like the race went away, and I just decided that I like couldn't possibly chase, but I'm going to try to finish anyway. And so I had a really nice day where I stopped at every aid station, had a sandwich, and
Oh, cute.
I know, and finished my day. But anyway, I knew I was riding well on paper, but I just like couldn't figure out how to do it in the races. And so after SBT, I decided that I was going to be done being a baby. And literally the next day I signed up for Marathon Nationals, and I went and raced that, and I had a really good day there. I ended up winning that, and that really lined me up well to sort of like target Leadville. Like Leadville's back on, because up until that point I was just scared to ride off road. I was scared to race. I was like all of these things. So yeah, my plan for prep has been the same for the last few years. I like to come up here 2.5 weeks early, and I just deal with the bad sleep, and I try to get all my prep done before I come up, and I just ride the course for 2.5 weeks and have fun. And it seems to have worked for me. So
Yeah, it always has. And normally we've done the stage race.
yeah, but
like
it
last
fell
year.
on a different week this year.
Fell on a different week, and it was actually good that we didn't. I mean, Decker did it. She crushed it. She like almost won. Like
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Like it was really cool. She did. I sent her a text on the first day to tell her good job, and she's like, "Thanks." I felt real stupid because there was some hike bikes, and I'm here with my road shoes and my high post, and I was like, "Yeah." But yeah, normally we've done that. We skipped it. I was racing completely blind today. Like I knew nothing. Keegan gave me a little bit of a heads up on this is condition here, this or that, which was a little bit nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. I don't know if I could do that again. So I was like, maybe I come back for the stage race.
Well, I guess in the defense of like how the course has changed since I've been here, it's been different every time I've ridden.
Yeah.
So I rode Columbine 2 weeks ago, and it was like the worst I've ever seen it. Today was like some of the best I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has changed a lot.
Yeah,
So
and I think
don't know how valuable it is other than being up here and seeing it.
And I
with
think
your
it's
eyes.
just getting time.
Totally.
I still struggle with this crazy altitude. Like I wish I could go back in time to the year I won Leadville and like celebrate that win a lot more, because I'm just realizing how freaking special that win was, and I did it and I moved on, and I'm like, I wish I would have celebrated that one a bit more. So yeah, so prep, I mean, the course was modified, which meant little few less miles. It said 103, but my hammerhead read 100 at the end, which I love, because I'm like, we've raced 105.
I didn't look a single time at my mileage.
Really? Well, I
Yeah.
just looked at like distance to go, or the course when it like actually loaded.
I didn't have the course.
Oh, you see, you're nuts. Well, you weren't racing blind. Every rock had a name for you.
It's true. I named all of them.
Yeah. So yeah, there was, for those that don't know, there was a massive fire that actually started the day after, or the day of SBT, because I know Keegan was supposed to come up and pre-ride, and then there was a fire, so he canceled. So normally you would do one climb downhill, and then you would have another climb, and then you descend power line. That second climb, Sugarloaf and Powerline were taken off, so now we just went the other way around the lake, which gave us a lot more pavement, less climbing, about 2,500 feet less.
Yep.
It made for a faster day,
Way faster.
and yeah, it was going to be really interesting on how it played out. So, gun goes off at 6:10, so early, and then Decker goes to the front right away.
Yeah.
And like pushing too,
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, like
she's confident.
she is. Well, she was really targeting this race.
But also, yeah, I mean, I think she's freaking on form. She's freaking confident. She's targeting this.
yes, and
I think we're all afraid of her.
oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. I mean, I told you, I was like, I can't wait to watch the battle happen. I didn't even get to watch it because I was just having my day. But yeah, gun goes off. The pace is pretty high, and then we get onto the first part of dirt, and there's a lot of puddles. And we're all cold, so a lot of us don't want to ride through the puddle, though some people do. And then when you have small puddles, you get people then instead of hopping them, they were just like kind of changed their line last minute, and we can't really all see the puddles that are coming.
And the road is wide, so we're like 8 across or something. Like
We're packed.
Well, yeah.
It's a peloton in there. And then I'm like, we're getting close to start the climb. I'm like, all right, so if you gotta move up, so then you could like sag the climb a bit. And then next thing I know, crash. I look, you on the ground, Paige goes over you. I like unclip and kind of go around, and I'm like, this poor girl.
Is it me?
I think
I feel like it's me.
maybe.
What is happening to me?
I think maybe you've just put too much trust in the wheels that are around you. It could be.
I didn't see what happened. I saw bodies on me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it sounded like in the men's race there was a lot of crashes as well. So I don't think it was just us, and we only had one, so go us.
Yeah.
But then I think Decker might have picked up that you had crashed or that you weren't there, and then the girls started going really hard up the climb.
I would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You take advantage, not that you want to take advantage of somebody crashing.
Yeah.
But, you're also, that was probably her plan all along, was to go hard.
Totally.
And because a contender crash, you shouldn't handicap your own race.
No.
To be like a nice racer or whatever.
Yeah. I guess that, yeah.
And I think Decker and Sarah Lang got away there.
Yep.
And then there was kind of a group of 4 that formed up front, and then Rosa popped off. I was thinking I was going really hard, and then I like looked at my hammerhead, and like my heart rate was really high, and I was freaking out because I'm like 200 beats. I haven't seen this in like a very, very long time. And I could kind of feel that my heart rate was high, but I don't know if it was a glitch. I've had that kind of glitch happen with Hammerhead, with a Garmin, with a Wahoo heart rate strap. Like sometimes those kind of glitches just happen. But I feel like I didn't allow myself to like really dig deep to make a selection. And you passed me, and I tried to hop on your wheel, and I was just like...
You were in the little group with me for a minute.
A minute.
I mean, it was short. Like the hard part was really short.
Yeah. It's just too hard for me, I guess. And then, we do that climb. And then it was, my understanding was that Decker and Sarah were off the front. Then it was you, Lauren Stevens,
Alexis, and Haley Breen.
Alexis and Haley Breen. Yep. And then there was another group of 4, and it was first me and Rosa, and then we caught Samara because she had popped off with you guys.
She was with us too.
Actually.
Yep.
And then once we were on the flats, actually Paige came back to us, which was super impressive.
Paige was like the last person to get up and go.
She was involved in the
me.
crash, yeah. So I was actually super impressed when I like looked back on the downhill, and I was like, wow, Paige is here. Like she had a crash and a really good climb, which is just...
she's motoring
real good.
Yep.
And we could see you guys.
Yeah.
You were right there.
Yeah.
And I ran a 34 chainring.
I had a 36.
You had a 36. And I was like, I really wanted to have a good cadence, because otherwise I feel like sometimes I kill my legs because I just like drop really low.
Yeah.
But I think with the amount of road, I probably should have been on a 36. I think because I couldn't pull through when like Paige and Rosa were pulling. I was like, I like can't even make it around you guys.
Yeah.
Which was pretty rough.
Yeah.
How was it for you guys on the flats?
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cohesive. I feel like everybody was kind of
They all worked with you?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised, because I guess, I don't know, there's 2 ways. Like, because we were talking about this with the guys as well, of like, those girls could have had a free ride. Because what would you have done if they wouldn't have pulled?
I probably would have just pulled.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I was like, well, I'm curious. I'm like, they look very cohesive. And
I wasn't trying to hold back though. Like when I went to the front, it was always hard. I never, like, I was on the front a lot.
Yeah, you didn't care.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't, but everybody was, happy to work.
Yeah.
I think. And Lauren was motivated too.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think she was worried about me, so.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's, again, the more of a time of a buffer you can have onto Columbine, always the best. But yeah, we could always see you guys. And then once we did that little climb up to past like the reservoir, I got gapped from...
Wait, you could see us for how long?
like all through pipeline. Like we were 40 seconds behind
No.
you. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we could see you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, I had no other vision.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, we
I
could
was so
the
locked
entire
in.
time we could just see you guys.
Oh
you know,
my gosh.
sometimes on like a couple of the rollers, or we could like see you guys at the top as we're entering, and you know, you guys. It's like that thing that's like they're so close, yet so far away. You're like, and you kind of realize how hard a 40-second gap actually is.
Super
to
hard.
close. Like
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
So
We were getting gaps that Cecily and Sarah were putting time into us. So
yeah, I heard like I was like 3 minutes and 40 seconds back.
I know, I was like, oh, that's a lot.
You're like, this is gonna hurt my legs going up
Not gonna
Columbine.
be good. Yeah.
But yeah, at least for me, I got gapped after the reservoir, and then we had gapped Paige, and then she connected back to me, and then we approached Columbine, and I like put my head down, dropped Paige, caught Samara, dropped Samara, and then I could like kind of see Rosa, and then all of a sudden like Paige is passing me, Samara catches me.
Did you blow up?
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh.
Like I thought I was climbing really well, but
Okay.
I think they were climbing better than I was, obviously. And then all of a sudden, Hannah Otto comes up to me.
She's so good here.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
always.
wow. I was like, I didn't even know that she was. I don't know how far
Maybe
back.
she's alone. That's crazy.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I actually wish I would know. So then I got dropped, and I just kind of rode my own pace up Columbine. How was your Columbine?
Yeah, the four of us were good until that climb I think you're talking about out of the Twin Lakes aid station.
Yep.
Yeah, I went hard there, and Lauren was on my wheel, and when we got out of that little section, I looked back and we were like, we had probably 30 seconds on Haley and Skarda, and I was just happy to send it. And at that point, I was like, I just want to try to make as much time as I can. And then I got the time gap that Sarah was 1:15 ahead and Cecily was 2:45. I was like, that is a lot, but we're going to try.
Yeah.
So I just locked in and just tried to stay steady. I was like, actually, this is kind of nice. You can just go at your own pace and just climb. And Lauren stayed with me for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was alone. And then I caught Sarah.
On the climb.
Uh-huh.
Good job.
Yeah.
She's
and
a strong climber.
She's super strong. She's always standing on the climb.
Yeah.
And then I could see she was standing and sitting, and I was like, maybe that means she's hurting.
And if it doesn't, I'm just going to tell myself that it is.
Yeah. I passed her and she latched on for a minute, and I was like, sweet, you just needed some motivation. You're good.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see her again. But
Where did you gap her?
before the steep stuff starts.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're still in the trees.
Okay.
Yeah. And then got to the steep stuff and I could see Decker. And I was like doing a little bit of time checking.
Yep.
And it was like a minute. And I was like, I don't know if I can shut a minute on the upper bit,
Yeah.
but I can at least hold it. And I think, it ended up being like, I think I got it down to 30 seconds on the descent.
Impressive.
Yeah, she descended super well. I was like, maybe my mountain bike skills will shine right now. But she crushed the descent.
She always does.
Yeah,
It's a
she's
ski racer in
freaking
her.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
so-
is, as I'm coming up, it's funny, when Decker passed me, because I know she was really targeting this race, and I'm like, sorry, Ben, you're going to have to blip this. Yeah. And then, she actually passed me in the exact same spot that I saw Kate last year. And I was like, wow, I'm even further behind because we have to go even further out.
Oh my God.
And then I'm like, looking down, I'm like dying. And then all of a sudden you come and I didn't recognize you till after. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, this girl probably just had the climb of her life up. And I was just in pure awe.
My power was like I paced it amazing.
Which doesn't happen. Everybody else is like, you start here and then you end up down there and you're like, great. That was my power file. Yeah, and then for me, at least when we came down, I was like, okay, I know I always have a really good Columbine descent. Although I'm going blind this year, I don't quite know. And I just like sent it like very quickly, because Samara was on my wheel, very quickly dropped Samara. And then I could see Paige, and then I passed Paige. And then I was like, I might flat here. Like, I don't really care, but I'm having a lot of fun. And then even when the courses combine in, there was like people coming up, so I had to take like really bad lines, and I'm just like jumping, and I'm like, okay, like saddles on my chest, and I'm just like, I could really just crash here. And I'm like still, you know, descending super fast, and all of a sudden I see Hannah. I'm like, pass Hannah, and then I look back and I'm like, I dropped Hannah. I was like, let's see if I can catch Rosa, and never saw Rosa. And then I think I QM'd the downhill.
Well, it's crazy to me that we both went faster this time than we did in the stage race last year, because you had me absolutely pinned.
Well, we were doing drop bars last year.
Yeah, so it should be faster now because we're aero.
No, I think there's something with like holding the flat bar and like your stability descending.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe the upper section especially.
Yeah. I will say maybe I had a little more. I mean, you guys had probably 15, 20 minutes on me at that point. I'm like, maybe it's crazy the difference in like probably traffic that you encounter.
Oh,
when you're like the times that the guys have. I mean, it's really fast. I don't think I can go as fast as they can. Braden Lang had like, I think he put 1:10 into Keegan on the downhill. Whoa. Like, and he said he just sent like a Hail Mary.
And Keegan was going so fast when he came down.
So fast, which was shocking to see Keegan come down and seconds later start to see all the other boys.
I was so shocked.
And I was like, what happened? And then I don't see Matt. I'm like, Keegan must have flatted. Matt gave him the wheel. Like, something like that must have happened. And it was like, no, their tactics were completely different. But okay, so you go down Columbine. Yeah. When do you catch Decker?
I could see her 30 seconds ahead for a long time. I caught her on that climb out of, like, just after the dam.
Oh, on the, okay.
Yeah.
At the Twin Lakes, whatever. So there's this climb, it's a road climb. Yep. And there's this sign, it gets me every year. And it says,
I didn't see the sign. Remember
you paid to do this? And it makes me laugh because it's for all the amateurs. And then I'm like, remember you're paid to do this? As I'm like hurting, I'm like, this is my job.
I did see it, and I misread it the first time. I was like, is this for me?
Is this for me? Remember you're paid to do this? I'm like, that sign, I'm like, they need one for the pros. So whoever does that sign, just know that I look forward to seeing that sign every year, but then I change it in my head to remember you are paid to do this. That this is your job.
Yep. You did.
I will just give a very brief overview of my race going forward because it wasn't that exciting. Hannah eventually connected to me. Her and I worked together. We couldn't see anybody. On the road climb up Turquoise Lake, I put in a dig, and I was like, okay, I need to try to like hurt and like race. So I did an effort, and then I gapped her, and then it just like stayed at a like 20-ish second gap. And then it stayed that way all the way. And then coming down St. Kevin's, first there was a car driving down, and I'm like yelling at it because I'm like, those 20 seconds were really hard for me to get. And then they stop. And then I do the hairpin turn, whatever, and all of a sudden I see Rosa. And I'm like, couldn't quite tell what happened to her bike. But I told her, you know, I'm gutted for you. And then she's like, thanks. She's like, can you just tell somebody to pick me up? And I said, yes, I will. And then on the flats, I saw her partner riding up, so I'm like, okay, she's taken care of. And yeah, Hannah kept me at like 20 to 30 seconds, and then we took that all the way to the finish. She had a super strong ride. It's been a long time actually since I've raced with Hannah, like together in a race. And it was really nice not to be alone. So good job, Hannah. It was great racing with you. But that was my boring day. Tell me how you ended up winning.
Mine was exciting. Oh, and also tragic for Decker, but also exciting. We had a good battle. Yeah. So I reconnected with Decker, and I didn't know the gap back. I only knew the gap to her. So I was pretty like happy to rotate with her until the pavement climb, pretty much. And I asked her, and she's good to do that too.
Yep.
So yeah, we were pretty cohesive, just like, I don't know, minute pulse, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get to the last pavement climb, and then we were kind of like really not going very hard, and I was kind of worried that maybe someone would catch.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the situation was behind.
Yeah.
So once we like started the proper climb, I went to the front and I did a big dig, like stood up and looked back and had a little gap, and I was like, okay, sweet. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. I just want to go solo here. And so I kept digging and looked back, and she's freaking on my wheel. And I was like, no. And then I sit down and I'm gassed, I'm cooked. And she put in a super hard attack, but it was headwind, which kind of sucks for this whole thing to be playing out like this.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that, but I don't know. Sometimes you're so cooked at altitude that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, I didn't really know where she was at, because I didn't know how. All I knew was that I climbed Columbine a little bit faster than her, so I was like, maybe she's not doing very well.
Yeah.
But she was doing pretty well,
Yeah.
I think. Because she attacked, had a little gap. I came back. She went again. I came back, and then we were like snails climbing to like where the pavement is done.
Yeah.
Like looking at each other, because I think we were both like so scared.
Did we just lose the race together?
Or maybe she was, holding some cards, but my cards were out.
Yeah.
But then something always happens to me at Carter Summit. I love from Carter Summit to the finish. I just love it. Like, it's good. It's very pedally. It's like really easy to hold momentum. It's
really easy to get out of sight.
Yeah, and I really like those steep climbs. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the front, and we'll just see what we have, and maybe I can gap her on like one of the flat bits or the descents. And she put in one more attack on the second. There's like 3 steeps.
Yeah.
Before you start descending Keevens proper, and she put a really big dig in the second one, and got a little gap on me, and I had to shut it down. And so I was like, dang it, she's good. She's fine. I'm worried.
Yeah.
And then on the final one, I did the same thing and got a little gap over the top. It's kind of false flat over the top. And that's where I really pushed, and I got teeny gap into the descent. I could tell I had a little gap, and from there, I never looked back.
Yeah.
And also never saw her. So in my mind, I just had a really great time trial to the finish. And then I learned later on that she actually flatted shortly after. I don't know where.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to her about that.
Yeah, I just know she was super bummed. And I'm also really bummed. Like, that's not how you want an epic battle to go down.
No, but it's also, again, sometimes it's, did she flat because she was seeing stars and picked a bad line? Was it 100% accident? Was she sending it to close the gap? Like, I think there's so many things, and flats happen.
Sure.
And sometimes we have great silica sealant that seals just about everything. I know last year I flatted on Powerline going down, and it sealed, and I never knew. And that's just part of the race. Like, the race isn't over until that freaking finish line, and you just never know. Like, me thinking that I would see Rosa DNFing after I thought it was crazy that she was doing Tour de France to this. I was like, she's not going to go. I mean, I knew she had the potential, but I was like very curious what kind of day she would have. And I sent her a message, and I was like, props, like, impressive, like, way to, I think sometimes when you come to a race with no expectation aside from suffering, kind of makes it easier, because you don't have that pressure of like, I'm here to win, I'm here to defend Grand Prix points, like, Decker's here to get her first big win. Like, it's, there's all these other dynamics that when you don't have that and you have the freedom to fail, you end up finding so much more of a strength to like really push.
This is also kind of a special race because in some ways I think it's just, I mean, this year a little bit different, but like for the most part it's just a long TT.
Yeah, this is probably why I'm not good at it. I hate time trials. I'm like, give me competition, give me people. Yeah,
I don't
super.
like when you're in the finish.
Yeah, I would have been. I don't know who I would put my money on a sprint between you and Decker.
It would be the slowest sprint ever. Yeah. No, Decker would wait. Decker's way better, I think.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. After seeing the Unbound sprint.
Yeah, Unbound's a little weird though. Yeah, but like she lost to Skarda at Schwamigan, and I would put you beating Skarda
No, I don't know.
in a sprint or not.
I don't know.
Yeah,
See.
I don't know. But
Someday
anyways,
we'll see.
yeah. So this one won. Second place, Decker, Diesel Decker. Great ride, amazing. Gutted for you, my friend, but amazing ride. Third place was Lauren Stevens.
Yep.
Then Sarah Lang.
Yep.
Then Haley Pre, which also this course, no descending power line, was great for Sarah Lang. It was like I thought maybe she could put one together, like win one today if she had a really good Columbine and got enough time. Haley Preen had, I wouldn't call it the ride of her life, but being on the podium, she's not from altitude.
She crushed it.
Amazing.
She had an amazing ride.
Amazing. And I think this is the best that she's ever gone at Leadville.
She was really happy with it.
Skarda also had a good one.
She had a great day.
Normally she'll go really hard and detonate a little bit, and there was none of that. That was awesome. Rosa had a great ride, unfortunate mechanical. Hannah Otto had a great ride. You know, like the level is just so high, and it's just so cool to watch just how much faster everybody has gotten, and
It's crazy.
Yeah, how good you guys have gotten, and everybody knows this works for me, this doesn't work for me. And I think a lot of people were like surprised of my result, and even more surprised of like my, like even when I went to, like, because I went to congratulate you all at the finish, we're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. Like I did the best that I could.
How do you like to win? It's hard to not win.
Yeah, but you know, I can't always be at this high level, and I feel like people expect me to be that way. And even at the preview show, they asked for a jersey, and I was like, Becca, whoever is picking me, tell them not to pick me. Like, put your money in Melisa or Decker. Like, I am not winning Leadville. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Next, I go to Nebraska to race gravel race. And I'll get to have G there with the team. So that'll be really fun. And then the next round of the Grand Prix is not till September. Schwamigan.
Yeah, a little bit of time till then.
And then after that, maybe you do gravel nats. Maybe. This one has some things we're scheming on the schedule.
Not sure.
Yes, but anyways. Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you to Road ID for sponsoring this episode and just the entire series. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, please put it in the comments. The media team does a good job at replying onto those. If you don't already follow this champ on social media, please do follow her. She is a phenomenal athlete and deserves all the support from all the fans. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.